The motivation is the belt. Some say motivation is the trophy. Well, I say motivation is the money for me. Because the money was able to retire my mother, put my dad in a comfortable position, put my kids in the best area. I come from a rough background. I come from a rough area. Because if you think small things happen. I always dream big. I always believe. I believe in my team. I believe in these fighters. I mean, everything you got on costs money. Everything you do costs money. You can't take your wife on a date for free. And I'm a good person. And I call a spade a spade. Money don't make me, I make money. And without money, I'd be the same person. I fought so many fights for free. You know, I'm always thinking, how can I get better? How can our company grow? How can I continue to teach people around me how to fish? And I don't want to fish for them. We teach you how to become entrepreneurs. And if we can't, we want you to be the best that you can be if you're up under the banner.
It resulted in some pandemonium. And man, the right hand dodging, ducking and dodging, slipping. Did as size up Logan Paul. Big right hand by Floyd. And Floyd going right back, being the aggressor. A left hook connecting by Mayweather. Taking a big deep breath was Logan Paul. Now it's just survival mode for Logan.
Gets a chance to land a right hand. He's been squat for strides throughout his career.
Check left hook. A check left hook.
What a perfect shot. The left hook by Mayweather, and he's going.
Yeah.
He's on shaky legs. He's got to bide time here.
Well, he's not the type of fighter that knows how.
Every situation for Hatton.
Professional boxer, one of the biggest boxers of all time, one of the richest boxers of all time. Yeah, you know, most people know who Floyd is, but he basically a boxer, one of the richest and most famous boxers that there is. Who he one of the only fighters, him and I think Rocky Marciano, who retired undefeated. So that's Floyd Mayweather. So Floyd Mayweather was born February 24th, 1977. So he's 47 years old now. He was born in Grand Rapids, Michigan. So shout out to my Michigan brother. Now let's get into it. Floyd is a sun in Pisces, a moon in Taurus, a Mercury in Aquarius, a Venus in Aries, a Mars in Aquarius, a Jupiter in Taurus, a Saturn in Leo, a Uranus in Scorpio, a Neptune in Sagittarius, a Pluto in Libra, North Node in Libra, a Lymph in Taurus. So right off rip, like I always say, is that your sun, moon, and rising sign is considered your big three. His rising is a Gemini. So your sun, moon, and rising is considered your big three. Them the three planets that tells the most about your personality. So most people know what your sun sign is. If you look up your birthday, it's gonna tell you your sun sign. So most people know what their sun sign is. But your moon sign is just as important, and to a certain degree, your rising sign. But to me, I always look at your sun and moon sign. So how I look at it is that your sun sign is what you show to the world. It's the way that you think. Your moon sign is your inner self, the way that you feel. It's just that, it's that simple. So, your rising sign is how your social personality, how other people perceive you. So, right off rip. So, of course, we know Floyd is a sun in Pisces. So, Pisces is a water sign, just like Scorpio and Cancer. So they dealing with emotions. So most Pisces is going to be more emotional than logical. They going to focus more and care more about their feelings than they do like they mind or thinking. Like they going to go with their feelings for the most part. They the feelers and they the feelers of the zodiac signs versus like air signs is the thinkers. Also, Pisces is a mutable water sign, so they have a lot of times mutable is just signs that they can adapt to their ways of feeling or thinking. So with a water sign, it's going to be that they can adapt and change the way that they feel based on their surroundings and who they are around. A lot of Pisces can pick up on other people's feelings. A lot of Pisces can be like empathetic because they open to seeing other people's ways of feeling versus like a mutable air is Gemini. So like Gemini is going to be more open to the other ways of open to what ways that other people think versus feeling like a Pisces is. So that's them being a mutable sign. Then there's fixed signs like Aquarius and Taurus who stuck in their ways. Fixed Scorpio is the fixed water sign. So Scorpios is gonna be more so stuck on the way that they feel versus changing up the way that they feel based on their surroundings like a Pisces. So Pisces is also known for being sensitive, empathetic, what else? Art, artsy. A lot of Pisces is good with music, good with things that have to do with art. A lot of Pisces deal with dreams and illusions because they rule by Neptune. Every sign is ruled by a certain planet. So Neptune is the planet of dreams, illusions, and the spiritual world. So a lot of Pisces might be spiritual. A lot of Pisces might daydream a lot. A lot of Pisces they can get caught up in illusions, but not like they can not see reality for what it is. A lot of Pisces have a escapism personality, so they might indulge in a lot of stuff like drugs, money, sex, whatever it might be, more so than the other person to escape reality. Instead of dealing with reality or tough times, a Pisces might turn to drugs or turn to sex or shopping, and maybe Floyd case, to kind of like get them to escape from reality because Pisces deal a lot with the dream world. Um, so yeah, that's a Sun and Pisces, and that's the most traits that has to deal with a Pisces. So they do give us a breakdown. I usually don't read the sun and moon sign, and that's a lot of stuff they put for the sun sign. Dang. So I'm just gonna read some of this to kind of give a breakdown of what a sun and Pisces is. Um, Outside of the stuff that I just named. So Pisceans are sympathetic, compassionate, unassuming, idealistic, intuitive, conventional, adaptive, psychic, emotional, creative, secretive, versatile, imaginative, and self-sacrificing. They can also be impressionable, indecisive, self-pitying, hypersensitive, and changeable. They need to serve others. Pisces are sentimental and romantic in love. At times, they expect too much from others and then feel hurt if the other person doesn't come through for them. They have a strong tendency to place their loved one on a pedestal. This leads to disillusionment when they discover their loved one has faults too. The symbol for Pisces is two fish going in the opposite directions, coordinated by connected by a cord. One fish represents the personality and the other represents the spirit. These are two opposing forces operate within a Pisces, causing insecurity and indecisiveness. Handling these forces in a positive manner is very difficult for them. Some will seek to escape these pressures through eating, alcohol, drugs, or other excesses. That is what one of the fish represents. The other fish represent the Pisces rising to great heights through self-denial, sacrifice, and then ultimate attainment. Pisces learn through suffering and they need to learn perseverance. Pisces tend to absorb the information and environment around them. It is important that they surround themselves with uplifting people and circumstances. Pisces are creative, self-sufficient people whose minds are extremely active due to their strong imagination, which they can sometimes get carried away with. They sense and feel things that others are not aware of. Pisces generally do not possess strong willpower, nor do they have a dynamic approach to life. Although they can appear to be very determined on the outside, underneath, inner doubts are brewing. The insecurity causes them to need reassurance from others. One of the greatest needs is to learn to understand their emotional ups and downs. Since they have a tendency to doubt their own conclusions, they need to learn to believe in themselves. So that's it. What I'm gonna read for now because it's so much. But that's a breakdown of what a Pisces is like and some of the main traits of a Pisces. So he's a moon in Taurus. Like I said, your moon sign is your inner self, your deeper feelings. So Taurus is an earth sign dealing with stability, just like Capricorn and Virgo. So a lot of Taurus is gonna crave stability, whether money, because a lot of Taurus, and I think that's where Floyd get a lot of his like stability, loving money, loving wealth, and being hard working from him being a Taurus. Because them all things that's associated with being a Taurus. Taurus are associated with money, being hard working, loving material things. Like Taurus is one of the most materialistic signs. You know, they love money, they love nice things. Just like because they rule by Venus, like Libra. So Libras is also people who love nice things and the most in name brand things and expensive things. So I actually think that's where Floyd get that from. Even though Pisces, a lot of Pisces is associated with like they love to shop, they love expensive things also, and they love like overindulging, like they said, food, money, shopping. There's also can be associated with Pisces also. So with the sun and moon being in Pisces or Taurus, it makes sense that Floyd is the flashy person that he is. Taurus is also a fixed sign, so Taurus is like fixed like when it comes to practical things. So they can be fixed when it comes to like a job, the way like a relationship, like all practical things is things that Taurus has to deal with. So that's Floyd Moon being in Taurus. And it says Floyd Mayweather emotional nature is steady and others find this quality smoother than his. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is generally even-tempered and peace-loving and is not easily wrathful or given to emotional displays. So that's definitely Floyd. I remember when he was fighting Connor, and Connor was making fun of him and joking him and calling him boy and stuff. And Floyd really was even tempered. Like Floyd rarely do lose his temper a lot, even though sometimes he do because a Pisces is an emotional sign and they sensitive. So Floyd do show a lot of being sensitive, but then Floyd for the most part is even killed and even tempered a lot. But with him being a Pisces and a Taurus, it's gonna kind of fluctuate. Floyd Mayweather can be downright stubborn at times, especially when it comes to making changes that are emotional in nature or that require emotional adjustment. Floyd Mayweather seeks security and often expects this security to come from material possessions and resources. So like I told y'all, that's where Floyd get it from. It's his Taurus moon. Hence, Floyd Mayweather Jr. desire to collect material goods and money. Floyd Mayweather Jr. clings to things from the past or things that he is used to in order to find this security. A great deal of affection and closeness is needed by his, and this helps to assure I can't believe I can't say that word, but feelings of insecurity. But sometimes he holds on to people too closely, so they feel they can't breathe. Floyd Mayweather expects loyalty and love, and he is devoted to those he cares about. Floyd Mayweather has the tendency to indulge in sensational comforts and activities. Eating rich or sweet food seems to give his security. Floyd Mayweather may have a weight problem because of this. Food can be a substitute for emotional satisfaction and love. Floyd Mayweather is resourceful, determined, and persistent. Floyd Mayweather Jr. perhaps has a green thumb and is good at getting anything to grow and prosper. Floyd Mayweather is happiest when working with his hands. So he's a boxer, so that makes sense. And then it says he might have a weight problem, but he's a professional fighter, so he's not going to have a weight problem because of that. But maybe if he wasn't. But Floyd Mayweather Jr. is happy when he's working with his hands, probably with the earth of things of the earth. probably with the earth of things of the earth. That's what it says. Floyd Mayweather Jr. can be led, but never pushed into doing things. Floyd Mayweather despises and is terrified of illness and pain. He may be unable to make required changes if he is too comfortable with the status quo. Floyd Mayweather Jr. should not be overly strict in his thinking or actions. So that's his moon in Taurus, which it broke down a lot. His Mercury is in Aquarius. So Mercury is the planet that rules communication, ruled by Gemini and Virgo. So Mercury is going to control your communication style and the way that you talk. So he got his Mercury in Aquarius. So we know Aquarius is going to have a unique and different way of talking. They're going to be, to a certain degree, rebellious. But for the most part, it's going to give them a unique and different way of talking and speaking. Well, it says Mercury in Aquarius. Floyd Mayweather Jr. thoughts tend to be unique, unusual, rapid, and coming completely out the blue. Erratic, unconventional, scientific, weird, and perhaps a bit ahead of their time. Floyd Mayweather is progressive and non-traditional thinker and is very open and receptive to new technologies and breakthroughs and the latest discoveries in any field. Floyd Mayweather Jr. believes that humanity can resolve its problems through creative intelligence, using intuitive minds and scientific principles. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is a bit impatient with those who are conservative and unimaginable, and those who are afraid perhaps to think about and try new things and ideas. Floyd Mayweather Jr. enjoys keeping up with the latest inventions and technologies. Reading science fiction helps give Floyd Mayweather Jr. food for thought regarding radically new ways of looking at things. Floyd Mayweather Jr. has a strong humanitarian impulse and aptitude for organization and enjoys being involved in corruptive group efforts or business that are complementary and innovative. Floyd Mayweather Jr. has a versatile, disciplined, practical, and original mind. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is intuitive and resourceful, with the ability to correctly judge human character and penetrate the mask that others wear. Floyd Mayweather Jr. follows his own convictions regardless of what others think of his, and he has the ability to express his ideas clearly so that others easily comprehend them. On the negative side, Floyd Mayweather Jr. can be erratic, bohemian, radical, revolutionary, and stubborn. So that's going to be Floyd Mayweather communication style. With some of this, I can see with Floyd a lot, but then some of it, I not really, but I can see some of it matching up with Floyd. But Floyd is not known for talking. Like, he just not, like, like Floyd do interviews and stuff, and he good at promoting himself and saying certain things, but like Floyd bigger strong suit is not really communication and talking. So we could take that for what it is. Next is Venus is in Aries. So Venus is the planet of love, beauty, and harmony. Venus is the planet associated with your relationships and your relationship life, like your love life. Most people look at astrology for being compatible with people, but your Venus can really tell what your love life gonna be like. So his Venus is in Aries. So Aries is a bad sign to have Venus in. Every planet has a good and bad sign. Like Mercury, if you have Mercury in Gemini and Virgo, you're gonna be a good speaker and you're gonna be good at talking. If you have it in I think Pisces and Sagittarius, you might have a bad time when it comes to communicating, because it's going to be whatever the opposite sign of that sign is, it's going to be bad in that planet. So, for example, Venus is ruled by Libra and Taurus. So the opposite of Libra is Aries, and the opposite of Taurus is Scorpio. So if you have an Aries or Scorpio Venus, you can have trouble in your love life. So Aries is a fire sign, and the reason why Aries will struggle in Venus is because Venus is about partnership, so it's about compromising, and Aries don't like to compromise. And Aries is also impulsive and like to do their own things, and they get bored easily. I think Rihanna had Venus and Aries, and my last video was on Rihanna. So yeah, so people with Venus and Aries and Scorpio gonna kind of struggle in their love life. So that might be why Floyd Mayweather struggle in his love life. Floyd had a lot of different girlfriends. I don't think he was ever married. I know he had like his baby mother he was with a lot, but their relationship went south. So yeah, that might can explain it. Just like why Rihanna was up and down in a lot of her relationships. So it says Venus and Aries. Venus desires relationships, sociality, and affection. Aries is forethought, demanding, and wants to take the lead. Therefore, Floyd Mayweather may be very enduring in pursuing relationships. Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s feelings and passions are easily aroused, and he usually tries to take the lead in social matters and affairs of the heart. Floyd Mayweather Jr. goes out and get what he thinks he wants. Trouble is, once gotten, Floyd Mayweather may get tired of having. The thrill of the chase is more important to him than the final catch. This his romantic, romantics, romantic relationships. I'm just gonna put my own thing. May start off in a blaze of excitement and glory, only to end in boredom and monotony. Um, there are always fresh fields to conquer, and Floyd Mayweather Jr. goes after them. For Floyd Mayweather Jr., it's almost a crusade. Venus flaws are a desire to please people and a tendency to take path of least resistance. Floyd Mayweather may choose partners that tend to dominate him and want him to do things their way at the expense of his own desires and partnerships. Venus and Aries calls for him to be assertive yet not demanding, pleasing yet not a dish rag. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is independent and has an impulsive approach to love. Floyd Mayweather Jr. likes competitiveness and perhaps pick fights just for the action and excitement. Floyd Mayweather can be very inconsiderate in others because he sometimes does not think about his actions and the effects they have on those closest to him. And patience and selfishness can be a problem for him. So that's the Venus and Aries. Because, like I said, a lot of people with Venus and Aries gonna struggle in relationships for the reason that they give. So we know that Floyd has struggled with relationships for sure. His Mars is in Aquarius. Mars is the planet of aggression, of passion, and sexuality. So ruled by Aries and to a certain degree Scorpio. So if you have a Mars in Libra, you could sometimes struggle with passion, with like your passion in life. But here's just in Aquarius. So um like I said about Aquarius is that he gonna have a unique, like his passion is gonna be unique and different. It could be rebellious. The things like his passion and his sexual life, gonna be that of Aquarius. So see what it says. Floyd Mayweather Jr. energies manifest themselves in unusual and creative ways. And Floyd Mayweather Jr. approach to things, there may be some brilliance. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is resourceful, scientific, and a little odd, unusual, and possibly rebellious. Floyd Mayweather Jr. enjoys collaborating with people to complete tasks. Floyd Mayweather Jr. enjoys participating in friendly group activities and forming bonds with people who have a similar goals and beliefs. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is progressive and democratic, and he isn't interested in wielding personal power or dominating others. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is a team player. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is drawn to new and unorthodox techniques of labor, planning, and technology. Floyd Mayweather Jr. energy levels are often high, but they can be inconsistent at times, and he may develop a habit of working in spurts. As a result, he might be impatient and inconsistent when it comes to following his ambitions. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is intelligent, cautious, self-reliant, Liberian, and enterprising. In an emergency, Floyd Mayweather Jr. performs admirably. Mechanical or scientific subjects can critique your curiosity. He might enjoy science fiction. Floyd Mayweather Jr. may need to rein in a rebellious or radical streak inside of himself. And keep in mind that haste can be costly in some situations. Floyd Mayweather Jr. can be abrasive, quarrelsome, combative, and perverse on the negative side. So can definitely see that a lot with Floyd Mayweather personality for sure, definitely. So that can explain why Floyd Mayweather is rebellious and Floyd Mayweather is unusual. You know, like Floyd is definitely his own person and has an unorthodox way of doing things for sure, and in his passions. So that's his Mars in Aquarius. His Jupiter is in Taurus. So Jupiter is ruled by Sagittarius, and it's the planet of luck, expansion, growth. I don't know why. Every time I always forget what Jupiter always rule. I always forget, like every time. Okay, Jupiter controls foreign travel, big business, and wealth, higher education, religion, and law. Okay, so that's I don't know why I always forget that. So Jupiter controls your wealth, traveling, higher education, religion, and law. So his is also in Taurus. So it says Jupiter and Taurus. Floyd Mayweather Jr. desired to expand the world around him with practical, tangible, and material things. The rewards he expects from his efforts must be immaterial in nature. So we know that that's true about Floyd. A mere thank you isn't efficient as a small token of appreciation in the form of something tangible that Floyd Mayweather Jr. can see or hold. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is generous with his possessions and shares freely what he has, but only if the cause merits such action. Floyd Mayweather Jr. nature tends to be extravagant or self-indulgent and is up to his control, his desired nature. Floyd Mayweather Jr. may be stubborn in his physiological or religious beliefs, needing proof of anything before believing. There is a fear of sickness and pain. Money and material possessions can come to Floyd Mayweather Jr., but he must use his resources wisely, else they will get him into trouble. A great love of rich or sweet food may lead him to become overweight. Control of the plane and of the lower nature should be observed. So it's just like the same thing about his moon being a Taurus, which makes sense. So that's also getting to Floyd material way of life and loving material things. So it makes sense that Floyd, being as flashy as he is, has a lot of Taurus in his chart because his lymph is also in Taurus. And I think your lymph, because I've been getting into that, is your deeper, what you deeply desire. So that would make sense that he deeply desires wealth and material things. His Saturn is in Leo. Saturn is ruled by Capricorn and it's the planet of discipline, hard work, and karma. So his is in Leo, a fire sign. Um, Leo is fixed fire. So a lot of Leo's gonna be fixed and they're gonna be stubborn in the way that they feel about things. Leo's associated with being leaders, brave, egotistical, wanting to be the star of the show. Um, what else? I already said being brave. A lot of Leos crave the spotlight. So with Saturn and Leo, Floyd Mayweather possesses diplomatic, organizing, executive, and leadership ability along with a strong will. Floyd Mayweather tends to be self-reliant, conservative, and extremely efficient. Floyd Mayweather may have difficulty expressing his emotions and affections, which may appear which may make him appear cold and unloving. Floyd Mayweather Jr. needs love, but may not know how to go about giving or receiving it. This he may isolate himself from others. Floyd Mayweather's love is motivated by strong feelings of duty and responsibility, and he shows his love by taking care of business and doing what is required or by giving material things to loved ones. So that's definitely true with Floyd, if you know, with his kids and his grandson, which is what they really want. On the negative side, Floyd Mayweather Jr. may be cruel and quick-tempered. jealous, and may resort to underhanded means to satisfy his ambitions. Heart trouble is possible with this position. Floyd Mayweather Jr. needs to be admired for his ability to get things done effectively, efficiently, and effectively. So that definitely true. Can see that about Floyd. He definitely liked that, so that makes sense. Because Uranus is in Scorpio. Uranus is ruled by Aquarius, and it's the planet of innovation, change, progressive thinking, and out of the box thinking. So it's ruled by Aquarius. So his is in Scorpio, the fixed water sign. Um, okay, so this stop at Saturn and Leo. So I'm gonna have to look up what it says about Uranus and Scorpio. They are forward-thinking individuals who have the power to transform the way people interact with one another, uncover mysteries about the world, and share their findings with others. Innovative and social, the Uranus and Scorpio is often the initiator of change. So I could definitely see that with Floyd, Uranus being a Scorpio, passionate, empathetic, intuitive, and intense. So definitely, I could just see that with Floyd, with the way that he changed boxing, and he was innovative when it comes to like changing and initiating like fighters, like representing themselves. Like Floyd was one of the first people to bet on himself, to start his own like management company so he can get majority of the money. So that's definitely something that Floyd like initiated and it changed in his field that he in when it comes to boxing. So he definitely was an initiator of change when it comes to getting paid in boxing and taking things into your own hand. His Neptune is in Sagittarius. Neptune is ruled by Pisces, and it's like I said, the planet of dreams, illusion, and the spiritual world. So his is in Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is a fire sign, a mutable fire sign. Sagittarius is all about Sagittarius is about traveling, being blunt, being straightforward. A lot of Sagittarius is it was on the tip. They have a sense of humor. A lot of Sagittarius is funny. A lot of Sagittarius is optimistic, has an optimistic way of life. A lot of Sagittarius can be um like irresponsible. They could come across like they can rub people the wrong way with their blunt and straightforwardness. A lot of Sagittarius have a big ego and can be like ego driven, and that a lot of Sagittarius can crave material things also. Soon as Sagittarius, you could be impulsive, leaping into new experiences and chasing after fantasies. Putting down roots can be grounding as long as you don't pin yourself down completely. Your imagination, creativity, and joy is transformed through education, experimental learning, and travel. So, mm, so as far as is concerned, when it comes to this, I can see, I think, believe. So basically, because like I said, Neptune helped us find a vision of what's possible so we could change what needs to be changed. So it said and like I said, it's dealing with your imagination and dreams. So for him, it's going to be about the creativity through education, experimental learning, and travel. So Floyd going to be big on traveling, which I know like Floyd did traveled around the world. He done boxed all around the world and stuff like that. So I'm not sure what education and learning, but Floyd could be, especially when it comes to boxing and his sport. He probably is big on when it comes to education and learning about the sport of boxing because he very knowledgeable when it comes to boxing for sure. His Pluto is in Libra. Pluto is ruled by Scorpio, and it's the planet of transformation, basically transforming and reinventing yourself. So Libra is the planet of air signs. So it's the planet of partnerships and love, beauty, and harmony. A lot of Libras seek peace in their life. They're gonna seek a balanced life. They don't like being social, like having a lot of friends, like what's popular, like beautiful things, just like Taurus. So it's Pluto. Pluto and Libra individuals often have a deep desire for equilibrium and fairness with their relationships. They may be passionate advocates for justice and may undergo personal transformations as they strive to create balance in their interactions with others. So yeah, just like a Libra. So um Floyd is gonna crave fairness in his relationships and undergo personal transformations as he strives to create balance in his interaction with others. So Floyd gonna try to be balanced with other people and try to have a balanced relationships, which is true about Floyd. Floyd tries to, for the most part, get along with everybody, and Floyd get a lot of hate for his Taurus in him and like being so materialistic and such about money and material things. But Floyd also get a lot of props for being fair-minded for the most part. Like you don't really hear about Floyd for the most part cheating people and not being a fair person. So his North Node is in Libra also. So North Node is what you need in life, your spiritual lesson, what you need, your key to happiness and fulfillment. So it's basically the unique direction that each of us are being called to explore and ultimately become. So your North Node kind of tells what you poured into being and doing in life. So North Node and Libra, balance and harmony. Libra is known for its desire for balance and harmony in relationships and life in general. With North Node and Libra, your soul journey involves learning to create balance and harmony in various aspects of your life. So basically, Floyd, journey in life is to create balance and harmony in his life for the most part. And then his it said his length is in Taurus. Left Taurus embodies all things sensual and materialistic, which is why you work hard to provide for yourself. Once you set your mind on something you desire, it's only a matter of time before you have it. You love spoiling yourself whenever you get the chance, partly because you don't trust others, people to do it. So we know that that's Floyd, like I said also. So that make a lot of sense when it comes to Floyd is that he gonna crave material things and he gonna work hard to provide for himself, which he did. So because length is what you desire, like your inner desire. So like I said, just with him being a Taurus, his inner desires is material items and to work hard to provide for himself. So that makes sense with Floyd. Us knowing Floyd, we know that that's definitely true. So like I said, the Taurus and Floyd chart speaks a lot. And a lot of Taurus I know is definitely materialistic. I actually put that in my video on the biggest weakness of every sign, and I put Taurus weakness is being materialistic a lot. So like I've been doing, gonna look up some facts about Floyd. highest paid athlete. Floyd Mayweather is not only famous for his success in the ring, but also money he made throughout his career. Forbes listed him as the world's highest paid athlete seven times during his career. He's also walked away from the industry as the highest paid boxer of all time. From 2020 to 2019, he earned $915 million. Divisions as a boxer. Floyd Mayweather was born a fighter. His father and uncle showed him the ropes along the years on how to defend himself. As an amateur, he successfully won 84 boxing matches, lost 8, and won 3 Golden Glove championships in 1993, 4, and 6. This won him the pretty face nickname as he managed to get little scarring. As mentioned earlier, he has won several numerous professional fights throughout his career in 5 different divisions. Betting man. Apart from being an incredibly successful boxer, Mayweather is also enthusiastic betting man. His passion for gambling is no secret to anyone, and he's been actively engaged in sports betting for a long time, which he has showed on social media several times. Mayweather is mostly known to bet big on sporting events and legal sports in Las Vegas. Since Mayweather predominantly resides in Las Vegas, he must have paid a few visits to the city's most famous casinos. Apart from sports, the casino scene is a big part of city's culture. In fact, a lot of casinos were inspired by the Las Vegas casino scenery. So he a big gambler. Accomplished fighter, Mayweather's reputation as a boxer is accompanied by his success. Sports authorities highly ranked him from the beginning of his career. Additionally, in the last years, many sports media houses ranked him as the best pound-for-pound boxer in the world by winning all his 50 professional boxing matches. There's no doubt that Mayweather is one of the greatest boxers of all time. Last defeated in 1996. The last time Mayweather last tasted defeat came 26 years ago at the 1996 Olympics in Atlanta. Many fans and authorities think that the result was dubious as his performance was above the Olympics criteria. At the end of the match, the referee assumed Mayweather won the match and raised his hand. Much to everyone's surprise, the 3 judges scored it 10-9 in favor of the person he fought. It was the contender who won the silver medal, and Mayweather had to settle for bronze. The loss was the turning point of Mayweather's career as he decided to go pro. Hereafter, he went on to his 50 for 50 winning record. Known to be a loudmouth, even though many fans and authorities considers him one of the greatest boxers, his personality leaves many divided. However, love him or hate him, people will always talk about him. Ultimately, even his haters used to pay to watch him fight. Because he was such a great boxer, his loudmouth persona made many dislike him and want him to lose fights. However, this is where Mayweather will always have the upper hand as he is undefeated. He has ties to the WWE. So Mayweather was in the WWE. I remember he fought the Big Show in 2008. So well, that's it. So that's a couple facts about Floyd Mayweather Jr. The more facts that I already knew though. Hold up, is this Floyd dad? Oh yeah, this is Floyd Mayweather Sr. I don't know why they brung him up. And this is taking all day. Was trying to look up some more facts about Floyd. Mayweather is, hold up. I don't even think this is Floyd. Floyd Con. So Y'all got me going through all of this for nothing. And this is too many, 47, but I'll look at a couple of them. Floyd Mayweather Jr., so we know he got the same name as his father. He was born in Grand Rapids, Michigan. He come from a history of a family of boxers. His father was a boxer, and his uncle Jeff and Roger also was boxing trainers. He started boxing at the age of 7. He won bronze medal in 1996. He turned professional in 1996. He has won world titles in 5 different weight classes. He is known for his defensive style. He has defeated multiple legends like Oscar De La Hoya and Shane Mosley and Manny Pacquiao. His, his nickname is Money. His flashy lifestyle is how he got the name. He one of the highest paid athletes. He has a bunch of luxury cars. He owns his boxing promotion company. He came out of retirement multiple times. Out of 50 victories, he has 27 knockouts. He retired professionally after beating Conor McGregor. He is a savvy businessman. So, all of this stuff we already kind of know about Floyd for the most part. So, actually, because I was looking, because like I said, Floyd Mayweather hasn't been like married or known for being in a lot of like long-lasting relationships, I guess, because of his Venus and Aries, but a couple people that he dated, because I like to look at people relationships. So I know they got her right here. He dated her, Chantel Jackson, and she also dated Nelly before Nelly got back with Ashanti. So she was born July 25th, so she's a Leo. She's a sun in Leo and a moon in Gemini and a Venus in Leo. So that might explain why their relationship didn't work out, because they chart don't line up at all besides they Venus. So Leo and Pisces is fire and water. So we know water puts out fire. And then Gemini being an air sign, and then his moon is in a earth sign like Taurus. So they sun and moon don't line up. So that might explain why their relationship didn't last that long. But they Venus lines up, and Aries lines up with a Leo. So that's where they might connect on, and they might where they had connected on is in their love life with them, with both of their Venuses lining up, but it ultimately didn't work because they sun and moon signs don't line up at all. And then, but they rising signs line up with Gemini and the Libra. But yeah, that might be why they didn't work out, because they don't line up for the most part. So I want to see lastly if I can look up Floyd's his baby mama, his child mother for most of his kids. Okay, so Ayana, who got the baby with NBA Youngboy, that's who he had the child with. But Floyd must got a couple baby mamas then. Oh, they got 2 kids. Oh, well, Floyd adopted her other son, but okay, so he got 2 baby mom. He got 4 kids with 2 women. Melissa was seen as his future wife, who he would spend the rest of his life with. So Melissa is his main baby mama. So let's see if we can look up her chart. I swear they be having everybody chart on here. So she's a sun in Libra, a moon in Leo. So kind of just like Chantel. So they sometimes don't line up, even though Libra and Pisces can be a tricky relationship, because like usually air go with air or air goes with fire and then water goes with earth. But Libra and Pisces, sometimes they relationship not the worst, just like Aquarius and Virgo can sometimes get along, or Aquarius and Scorpio can sometimes get along. It's not the most perfect relationship, but it's not the worst. And then Taurus and Leo don't typically go together. So they sun and moon, not the perfect lineup, but then she also has a Venus in Leo, just like Chantel. So they Venus lines up. So just like Chantel, I guess that's where they worked out at and got along with. Because like I said, Venus controls your love life and your partnership. So if your Venus works out, it can sometimes overlook your sun and moon, but I do think that your sun and moon needs to line up too to a certain degree, and that might be why their relationship ultimately didn't work in the end, because they, the way they think and the way that they feel is don't match with each other. So that could have been a problem in a relationship. And then her rising is a Sagittarius, so his is in Gemini, so that lines up too, just like Chantel. So it's funny that them is two relationships where the Venus and the rising lines up with the sun and moon didn't. So it can give why they relationships worked and then why it didn't work at the same time. So yeah, so that's Floyd Mayweather. That's Floyd Mayweather Jr. zodiac chart. So y'all can tell me what y'all think. Okay, I wanted to look at Roger because Roger Mayweather is considered like Floyd's best friend, and Floyd credit him the most with teaching him because his dad was in prison for a good amount of time, and I guess his uncle Roger took him under his wing. So Roger is a Taurus, so I guess that could be a reason they got along a lot. And then his Venus is in Aries, and then his moon is in Leo. So I just wanted to look that up real quick. But anyway, that's Floyd Mayweather birth chart. So it makes sense, like I said, of course, like I said, the Taurus and Floyd chart is why he's probably so materialistic and cares so much about money. And then his Pisces in him is why Floyd can be sensitive. Like Floyd is known for being sensitive to a certain degree and emotional to a certain degree and empathetic and stuff like that. So I can definitely see all of this relating to Floyd. And like I said, with his Venus and Aries is why he might struggle in his love life a lot. So that's Floyd Mayweather. I'll be back with the next video. We still in Pisces season, so my next 2-3 videos going to be on Pisces. I'm not sure who I'm going to do yet. Maybe I'm thinking Steph Curry, because I'm a big Steph Curry fan, and I know that he a Pisces, so that might be next, but I'll think about it. So I'll see y'all next time.